Hi, I'm VJ. Today, we are going to test out the two biggest names in AI, ChatGPT and Gemini. We will see which one is better at creating a video idea for a YouTube short. And to make this a real test, I'll have them create an idea for my own channel, a weird little project called Action Pet News. On this channel, I post videos of pets giving funny, serious interviews. Here's a quick look.
I didn't take the baby's milk. I don't even like milk. I was just watching the baby. I am innocent.
So here's our plan for today. It's a simple three-step process. First up is step number one, the creative idea. I'm going to ask both ChatGPT and Gemini for one new video about a cat for my channel, Action Pet News. I have a simple prompt ready to go, and I've already pasted the prompt into both Gemini and ChatGPT. For Gemini, I'm using 2.5 Pro, and for ChatGPT, I'm using 4.5. So these two are pretty much the latest and greatest models for both Gemini and ChatGPT. And let's see how they perform. All right, let's review results from both Gemini and ChatGPT. They're on the screen side by side. So on the left is Gemini. YouTube Shorts idea is called the Red Dot Conspiracy. The concept is a mock satire whistleblower interview. A stern, serious-looking cat, speaking in low conspirational tone, reveals the truth about the elusive red dot, the laser pointer. The humor comes from the cat treating a simple toy as a complex government-level cover-up. I have gone through this outline. It is pretty detailed, and some of it is pretty funny, like coming up with the terminology ULPs or unidentified luminous particulates. Even this monologue is pretty funny. They appear without warning, defy the laws of physics, and are impossible to apprehend. So this directly connects to the concept where cats are chasing laser dots and they're never able to catch them. So that's pretty much the idea from Gemini. Let's go to ChatGPT. The concept is a very serious cat news anchor dramatically investigating why the beloved sunny spot suddenly moves throughout the day, accusing humans of stealing sunlight. So this is about a cat which is trying to catch sunlight in the room, which is perhaps appearing from a small crack in a window or a door, right? And the 3-point outline. This is also pretty funny. Let's see what's the main monologue here. Every afternoon, my sunbeam mysteriously moves. Coincidence? I think not. Evidence clearly points to human interference. Enough is enough. Stay vigilant, friends. Protect your sunbeams. Okay, both gave me solid ideas. Now for step two, the visual prompt. Let's see how well they can describe their idea for an AI video tool like Veo. I'll ask them to write a detailed prompt for Veo based on their idea, and we'll do it side by side again. Okay, I now have the prompt ready. Let's give both Gemini and ChatGPT the same prompt, and let's say go. All right, so both ChatGPT and Gemini have created the VO3 prompts. Let's review them side by side. Let's start with ChatGPT first. It has a scene description section, which is common to both the scenes. So we can copy paste this instruction as is to Veo. And it has given details about the cat's appearance here, and also what the scene should look like, including the lighting and other details, right? So it has broken down the shot into two clips. Clip number one for 8 seconds. So it is aware that VO can only generate 8-second clips. The first clip will have this dialogue delivered, and the second clip will have this dialogue delivered. So let's move on to Gemini. So even Gemini has included a global style instruction, which can be, the common detail we can provide to VO. Instructions are similar. Maintain shallow depth of field. The subject is a classic brown tabby cat with distinct black swirling stripes, intelligent green eyes. So both Gemini and ChatGPT have maintained some of the details about eyes and other things we had requested. So it has again broken down into two clips. It also has an action section, which is very interesting. It has even broken down the 8 seconds into actions like 0 to 2 seconds, 2 to 8 seconds, and 4 second onwards, and the audio portion, the voiceover portion. And similarly, even clip number 2 is broken down into the scene, action, and audio. All right, it's time to decide. This is our final step, the verdict. We will compare the video ideas from both ChatGPT and Gemini, as well as their respective prompts for VO. Okay, let's start with Gemini first. I think the shorts idea itself was quite interesting and definitely humorous. And it picked an idea about, cats trying to catch laser lights and never being successful. And it built a very good video concept out of it. And similarly, ChatGPT chose a different idea about cats trying to chase the sunlight within a room and accusing humans that they keep stealing sunlight. At least in terms of the idea itself, I feel Gemini's idea was little more relatable. A lot of people would have seen such videos of cats trying to chase laser lights on YouTube, and it's more relatable, and of course it has a slightly more funny element to it. But at least in terms of idea for now, I think Gemini has an upper hand. Now let's compare the VO3 prompt generated both by ChatGPT and Gemini. Let's start with ChatGPT. It did cover some of the key details like the studio lighting, the camera angle, the description of the cat, and it even broke down each clip into action and voiceover. Similarly, I feel Gemini also did a great job with style instructions and breaking the whole scene into two clips of 8 seconds each, and again breaking down the clip into action and audio. The only interesting part about Gemini's output was this breakdown of action by seconds, like 0 to 2 seconds and 2 to 8 seconds. And similarly, even in clip number 2, it did provide a breakdown of action second by second. Um, I feel this approach just gave some edge to Gemini. So for today, the winner is Google Gemini. And that's it. a simple process to get from a blank page to a full video concept. So for this test, I'm giving the win to Gemini. The idea was relatable, it was relatively more funny, and the VO3 prompt was definitely more detailed and better tuned for VO. But honestly, both of these tools are great. Even though ChatGPT didn't win this round, I could have easily asked it for more ideas or to refine its prompts to get a great result. The key isn't which tool is the best, but how you work with them to get to your goal. And to conclude, that's the simple process I use to create a video concept